my big bet on him to score last week. And I can't believe Josh Jacobs didn't score earlier either.
Let's go!
He was my goddamn nuke play earlier.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 27 of Hoagies and Pierogis, Halloween edition.
Spooky.
Mustache spooky. Ooh.
Very. I got a Snapchat from Ian of just, you looked disheveled and then just mustache. And I was like, this is gross.
The dirty stash.
Very dirty.
But yeah, no one, I guess the gays don't know who Silk Sonic is because nobody knew who Silk Sonic was.
I don't know who that is either.
It's Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars. You just said you did last week.
Oh. I don't think of him like that, I guess. I don't know.
All right. Well, it's I'm pretty hungover, so we had a bunch of Jello shots. It was pretty awesome.
I think Reagan and I are going to make Jello shots this weekend for the alumni event for swim team.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
It will be.
Getting to see
I'm
everyone.
excited. Yeah. I don't know how many people, but John's not going. So there's a decent amount coming up, but it'll be a good time. Just going to be hungover like all weekend.
Yeah, John was like, hey, do you want to come to my house after this and drink some more beers after the party? And I was like, John, I'm going to go home. Thank God I came back home.
Of course, that's what he wanted to do.
But yeah, I woke up at like 10 o'clock-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Went down to see if there was any breakfast. There wasn't. Went back to sleep until 12:30. I needed the Jimmy John's today. The Jimmy John's definitely helped.
Jimmy John's. There you go.
I love that damn bread.
It sucks. Jimmy John's bread is so overrated.
It used to be better. It did. I agree. But
I don't know. I didn't have Jimmy John's until I was in college.
Oh, really? Mm.
Well, I grew up with like Wawa was down the road, so that's where I'd get a hoagie. Or
that's
like
where you'd always go for your hoagies, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Or like the pizza shop down the road.
Oh, yeah.
I have a very high standard for hoagies, so Megan finds it annoying, but I don't know. I like Jimmy John's is okay every so often, but I'm like, God, this is not that great.
I think it's better than Wawa subs.
No, it's not even close.
I don't know. I've been eating a lot of Wawa the past 2 weeks. They're good. Don't get me wrong, but I would rather have a turkey club from Jimmy John's every day.
I can't believe you just said that.
Anything on the Wawa hoagie menu.
Anyone from my area would hang you right now. That is such a sinful thing to say. I can't believe those words came out of your mouth.
Starting out with some controversy.
Jimmy John sucks. I'm just gonna say it outright. Ready? Here. Subway and Jimmy John's are like Jimmy John's a little bit more.
Dude, I don't want a bunch of gasoline all over my food and a bunch of crackheads hanging out around my fucking sub place.
You're getting gasoline on your food. We're not in the back fucking pouring gasoline on it because it's at a gas station.
It just happens.
The crackhead thing, that's part of the charm.
Crackheads don't hang out at Jimmy John's.
Yeah, because it's not good enough. It's also just a sub shop. Wawa has everything.
What the fuck is that?
What?
I'm hearing like static like crazy. Fuck?
I had the sound on the TV, but
no, that's not it. It's like it's coming through the computer.
Oh. I don't know. Oh, probably because I was moving stuff.
I have no idea. But I've never heard that before.
I don't know.
All right. MLB World Series Game 1 thriller. Yes.
That was amazing.
That was fucking incredible.
It was so good. The whole time I was just like, all right, no one give up because like the team the whole playoffs has shown like they can do this. And while I believed in game 1, and that was awesome. Game 2, I was like, yeah, this isn't happening.
Yeah, it was
Even
looking pretty.
even though we like did end up scoring, I was like, yeah, just we haven't won a game 2 all series except for St. Louis, and that I can't really count that as much as a game 2 because that was a 3-game series, and
Yeah.
that was never coming back home.
I was playing Modern Warfare 2, and I looked over. It was like 5-0. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna pay attention. Then it was 5-3, and I was like, oh shit, okay, well, still might take a while. Look right back over. It's 5-5. Like, okay, got to put the controller down. Start watching. Start paying attention.
It was so awesome. I was
And
losing my mind. I almost passed out.
I had completely abandoned my bets. I was like, I got the strikeout one. I
Oh
knew I was
yeah, I
going to get the
forgot
strikeout
that.
one. But then after that, I had Bregman, Marsh, and Tucker to get a hit. And then I had Nola under 5.5 strikeouts, and then the Phillies money line.
No, you need to talk about the fact that you had Nola under 5.5 strikeouts, but 5+ strikeouts. So you middled it so perfectly. You got exactly 5.
So that was my other one. I parlayed under 6.5 for Verlander, under 5.5 for Nola, but then 5+ for Nola as well.
I was like, no way this happens. And sure enough, I was like, Jesus.
That one I got really super lucky on. But I think that this one's even better because it was the 7th inning when Bregman went up, or seventh. It was the beginning of the 8th, I think, and Bregman had just flown out.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh shit, he's not going to get another at bat. Needless to say, things get a little bit hairy. He comes back up first in the 10th inning, gets a double, and I'm like, yes, yes. But then I was freaking the fuck out because Daniel Robertson almost blew the lead, and the Phillies almost did not win.
And I was like, oh my God, please don't do this. Don't give me so much hope just to like kill me.
So
Like
that
that would have
whole
been such a Philly thing to do.
that whole bottom of the 10th, I was just sweating bullets. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Let's go.
Yeah.
I wanted like I think total was like $620 off of 35.
That's pretty damn good.
I was happy. Very happy. I was just kind of mad on Twitter. Brian Hayes did not win the Fielding Bible Award for Best Defensive Third Baseman. And the person who publishes the article was like, hey, do you have any questions about who won? And everyone was like, yeah, why the fuck did Hayes not win? And he was like, Hayes led in a lot of metrics, but some of the voters didn't leave didn't leave it up to just stats. He was like, hey, or Arenado still passes the eye test.
What does
Shut
that
the
mean
fuck
though?
up. Exactly. What does it mean?
Like I get maybe for like MVPs for football or like Heisman, you have to have like the moments. Like some other people might have the stats, but like they don't win or they don't show up in big moments.
Yep.
But like for baseball, those stats pretty much back up that you showed up for those moments.
And for the eye test, you can have no idea what's going on and be like, oh, that looks good. And say the same thing for another player that had a worse play, but you think it's better.
Yeah.
I don't know, like all the diving plays and shit. When you dive for a ball and make the play, that doesn't make it good.
No, means you're out of position.
Well, if there's no range, you can't tell like how far you had to dive from, what your reaction time was.
Yeah.
It's just bullshit. It's bullshit, and they need to stop it. And Hayes isn't gonna win the Gold Glove because of that reason either.
All baseball awards are bullshit anyway.
Yeah. Oh, Arenado hit more home runs. That's why he's the better defensive third baseman. Like, fuck off. Nothing really going on yet in the NHL and NBA. Kind of
The Flyers are still a good team. They're still fighting back and winning games. Been
That's
amazing.
fucking awesome.
Although last night they fought back to get a lead, and then blew the lead, which sucked. Um, yeah, I guess NBA. I texted you like, so I've been watching a lot more NBA lately because like FanDuel gave you 3 months free if you bet on a game of
Mhm.
NBA League Pass. So I'm like, all right. I've been watching a lot of Luca. That man is so damn good, and he is going to be in the conversation for like the next like great of his generation. Like the next generation of top players, he's going to be either the top or one of the top because he's literally, if you watch, he is a part of pretty much every single point that the Mavs score when he's on the court. Like he is has something to do with it. He either like gets it or has the assist or gets a rebound to get it back. Like it's insane, and I don't understand because he's not like moving real quick or anything. He's just like calm, smooth, and it's just like, all right, here you go. Here's 50 points every night.
I would trade for him.
I don't.
Jerry Buss.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't think anyone. I don't think Mark Cuban would give him up. But man, if you
No,
could.
absolutely not.
And then the only other thing I had on NBA was the Sixers are not looking good, and I hope they fire Doc. But I also don't understand how we lose to the Raptors with Embiid in, and then Embiid's out. Tyrese Maxey puts up 41 points or something ridiculous
Woo.
like that, and the game was like never in doubt. We led the entire time. And it's like, why couldn't we do that with Embiid? I just don't understand.
Didn't make sense. Didn't make sense.
Yeah,
But yeah.
but that's all I got on that.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit. It'll be a little while maybe when the playoff race is starting to come together.
Lakers
I'll
suck
follow more
too.
closely.
Give me the Lakers on HBO instead. I like that. I like those Lakers. They're more
Yeah,
entertaining.
season 2 comes out next year, I think.
Oh, it's so far away.
I know, and then House of the Dragon is fucking 2024. No, yeah, no House of the Dragon
But aren't
tonight.
they? I know. Aren't they doing like 2 seasons in a row though? Something like that. Like
Like next year.
when House of the Dragon comes out in 2024, I think it's like 2 seasons or something. I heard that.
I have no
Yep.
idea.
I don't. Okay. Never mind. I just want it back. I was so sad. Like everything's really going to start kicking off now, and like I don't know what to watch tonight when tonight's game is inevitably just shit somehow. It'll
Who's
be
playing?
fun.
Oh, Green Bay and the Bills,
Yeah,
right?
Bills Packers. Yeah, I'll watch for the first half while the Bills are just shitting down the Packers' throat, and then it won't matter.
Yeah, I'm kind of behind early in fantasy this week. I don't really care about that.
Yeah, I'm not doing well after feeling like I was doing so well last week. It's not.
Dude, actually, it's not your fault. John's team just went off.
Yeah, it doesn't help that Alvin Kamara finally like became a player.
Yeah, 42 points today.
Do you see? There's a report out there that the Eagles might try and trade for him,
I heard about that.
and and
I heard about. Oh yeah, it was a.
and we'd give him back their first round pick that we have.
That's it. Yeah, that was it. I don't. I don't think they should. I don't think they should.
I don't. I think. I don't think it matters either way, really. Like Sanders
Well,
does enough, and so do our other running backs. But I could see like if we're like just going all in, like us picking up Robert Quinn last week, I think is a sign of us truly
that
going
was a
all in.
solid
And
move.
and why not? Because we are 7-0, and Kamara would thrive in our offense. I think.
I
But
just
do
don't
we?
think it would be enough of an improvement for if you gave up that first round draft pick and you didn't win the Super Bowl. That's kind of it stings a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I
I
don't
would
know if
rather
it's
have that guaranteed like top 10 pick.
yeah, especially since the Saints haven't been good. Well, they looked good today. Our Raiders take looks really bad. We were so wrong about
That
that.
was the only player that shit the bed on John's roster. He had 1 point.
They are not good.
Nope, them and the fucking Colts.
Uh, and like it was. I don't know. Yeah. I'd rather have two first round picks because then you can like, especially if it's the Saints and they're not good. That gives us the possibility to draft Will Anderson or like a really good linebacker.
especially since you clearly do not need a quarterback, and that was one of the questions going into the year.
That was kind of the reason we had that extra pick.
Exactly. Yeah,
is
exactly.
to possibly trade up for the quarterback. I don't know if it was, but I think all of us kind of thought that was in case, Hurts doesn't show that he's the guy. And I don't like, especially after today, I don't know how you can even question that because almost 2 out of those 3 touchdown passes to AJ Brown were incredible.
Mm-hmm.
The first one was just AJ Brown being amazing, and the other 2 were pretty much identical, just put right in his breadbasket, right over the defenders, and him just pointing at them both after.
Fucking Tennessee went off. They just crushed Kentucky this week.
Never even a doubt.
First drive, 55-yard touchdown to Hyatt. Tied the I don't know if I'm sure he got another touchdown at some point during the night to break break Tennessee's record.
I mean, he still has more games, so next week is a big week.
Huge week.
We're gonna be fucking doing shit during that game. God damn it! We're gonna be like at the fucking swim meet or something. Georgia, Tennessee's gonna be on.
Oh my god, no! What the fuck?
That's bullshit. I just realized that. I can't believe that.
Cancel. See, what time is that game? I would imagine it's a 7 o'clock game.
Probably.
No, it's 3:30.
Yep. It's this 3:30 CBS game.
Tennessee at Georgia. Yep. This one, I don't know. I don't know about this one. I'm not feeling as confident as the Bama game.
She knows. Reagan, do you know when the swim meet is next week? Like what time? For the alumni thing? Or is that Friday?
It's Saturday, I think early, but I don't know.
Okay. Early would be good.
What?
Do you know if anyone's like are we doing stuff Saturday too, or is everyone just leaving Saturday?
I mean, I'm going out Saturday.
Okay. And Nicole is too?
I think so.
Okay.
The plan, because Friday night is to get together with alumni, so we were going to just do our own thing Saturday.
Okay. Sounds good. I don't think I'll be at the swim meet, but we'll be somewhere.
That's good. That's good news.
I'll be doing something, but I don't think I'll have to. I think I'll be able to have it on. I mean, I would be able to have it on my phone and at the swim meet, but
you'll be able to watch.
I'll be losing my mind in the stands over Tennessee, Georgia, and like nothing's going on. It'll be like take your mark, and Tennessee will score like Tennessee. Yeah!
Please refrain from making any noise when the swimmers are on the blocks.
Go, Christian McCaffrey. I need him to score.
He had a touchdown throw. That was crazy.
I know. That was awesome.
To Ayuk. But, dude, that Penn State game was looking very promising until the fourth quarter. 23-24 going in, and then...
Just that one guy, number 40 or 44. My God, he's kind of good. And Fiesta was pissing me off earlier in the day because we're talking about it in the group chat, and he's like, "Yep, Alar's gonna come in and save the season." I was like, "How about we root for the guy that's fucking starting to begin with, and then we'll deal with it if Alar has to come in." And he was giving me shit about something else. I was just so sick of it. I was like, dude, how about we have game 2 of the World Series tonight, and we have Penn State against Ohio State. How about we fucking stick together instead of you giving me shit? I was like, Jesus. Just bad vibes.
Yo, what the fuck is that?
A dog?
My dog just went fucking crazy. I've never heard that before.
John had a terrible pick, too. Syracuse. Not good.
They lost against Notre Dame, yeah.
They got crushed.
That was really bad.
Oh,
my upset pick for the week last week almost came true.
Which
and
one
then
was that?
The fucking West Virginia TCU.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was amazing. I was
Dude,
Oh,
at the end, it was clear that West Virginia wasn't gonna win, but I had West
Yeah.
Virginia plus 7.5, and it was fucking 34-31, 4th and 1 from midfield for TCU. They just throw it up to waste time,
you know why?
and then, but for some reason, the fucking West Virginia puts a 5'8" cornerback on like their 6'5" receiver, and I'm like, what the fuck? Goes up, grabs it,
Hey,
comes down. 10-point win for fucking TCU. That pissed me off.
West Virginia went offside, so it was a free play. That's
It
why
was.
they threw it to the end zone.
Well, I think they were going to do that anyway.
I don't care. It was awesome for me and Shane.
There was only 21 seconds left, I think, when the ball came down. So
I wish we had taken that over outright because we had it in that parlay, and we had that. We had the Florida State Georgia Tech over that hit, and then the last one was Miami minus 2.5. And
oh,
they can't put it together at all. They can't score a touchdown the whole time, and then they go. We went to overtime and we could have been fine, but it went too many overtimes to the point where it's 2-point conversions, and it's like, that's not going to cover. I was so mad. It's like Virginia is so bad. Miami has been bad this year, but Virginia, it's Virginia football. Like, this isn't Virginia lacrosse. How do you not cover a field goal against Virginia? Miami's dead to me. Like, my God.
so bad.
Auburn just laid, or not Auburn, Arkansas just laid their dick out on Auburn.
What was the score of that?
41-27.
Jesus.
And it was like never even close at all.
Oh, Louisville just crushed Wake Forest.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people had that as like an upset. And yeah, Wake Forest did not look good at all.
No. 38-21. Yeesh.
And Kansas State, I think a lot of people picked Kansas State too. And Kansas State didn't even let Oklahoma State score, which is insane.
48-0.
to not score in a college football game is like, unless you're playing like Georgia's defense, like you have to score. And to nothing in the Big 12, I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, that was really bad. And then let's see here.
Oh, I want to talk about USC. I need to bitch about the Pac-12 real quick.
Gotcha.
Because I put together a nice little. Well, first of all, they have the parlay insurance that if like one bet lost, you get your money back. But I didn't read that they all had to be minus 200 or longer. So I had moved a couple lines, and the only one that was fucking moved that was more than 200, I moved Illinois down to minus 2.5, and they covered the line just outright.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, it had all covered. Everything was good, and all I needed was USC to win by 2 touchdowns. It gets to 7, and I'm like, all right, what channel is USC on? The fucking Pac-12 network that you can't get anywhere on planet Earth whatsoever. And I am fully convinced that, now, if you can't tell, they didn't cover. And I'm fully fucking convinced that if I would have been able to have eyes on that game the whole time, they would have covered that for me, and I would be $200 richer today. And I couldn't believe it. Every time they were playing Arizona.
45-37.
Every time I checked the score, Arizona had the ball again. The same
Jesus.
goddamn Lincoln Riley team. I was high on USC specifically for that. Fuck them. I don't care if they run the Pac-12 and like blow everyone out. They do not deserve a spot at all whatsoever. Yeah, it was just insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking Tennessee tied with Ohio State for number 2 this week.
I don't know if I've ever seen a tie in the AP poll since I've started really paying attention.
I think I have before.
And like, it doesn't really matter until the college football playoff polls come out.
Yeah, there won't be
Anyway.
any ties in the CFP.
No, but I think those come out after this weekend. I think the
They
first one's next week.
Yeah.
It's usually after week 8. So I can't wait for that because it's going to be really interesting. Like it's TCU. If TCU is undefeated, you have to put them in, but there's still the reality of having 11-1 Alabama, Georgia, and Tennessee, and it's like,
and then
Ohio State and Michigan.
Yep. When do they play each other?
And Clemson might be undefeated at that point too. Ohio State, Michigan play. They're like the last game of the year.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they've been the last game for a while. So,
damn,
it's gonna be wild, and somehow it's gonna figure itself out where there's like only 5 that make sense. I think, but I'm very excited. I love when there's chaos. It's
a 12 o'clock game on Fox in week 13. What the fuck?
Always.
Why 12 o'clock?
I hate that shit. Because the big noon, the big noon kickoff. It's always like the biggest, what's it called, game.
You want to make it name theme? Start at 10 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know. I don't even know if it's like big noon for Big Ten, but it's like, I don't like the big the big what's it called? The big SEC game is almost always the 3:30 spot every week, unless like there's another one that you're gonna put on primetime. But yeah, the Big Ten, like Penn State, Ohio State was on 12. Michigan last week was 12 or 2 weeks ago.
I guess Alabama, Tennessee was too, or at 3:30. That was at 3:30.
Yeah, so that's just what their spots are. It is lame that they don't have Ohio State, Michigan at night, because that would be awesome, especially if it was, because I think it's in the Horseshoe this year, and if Ohio State decided to wear like their All Blacks at night against Michigan.
Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, it is in Ohio State. Fuck yeah.
I'm starting to lean to the fact that Michigan might beat the shit out of them again this year. Or just win for sure, because
after they both played Penn State.
Yeah, well, it's hard to do the college math, like the college football math like that, but like just watching, like Ohio State was just soft in so many aspects where like I think they're just going to get bowled over at the offensive line again.
Yeah, Michigan is tough.
Blake Corum is going to just run for 1,000 yards. Like last year, they had Hassan Haskins, who he's not even near as good as Blake Corum or the other running back and all the other guys got to do is make the throws.
Yeah, exactly.
So, we'll see. I'm very excited for that game. It's going to be very interesting. I might not even bet it. I might just watch because I wouldn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see here. NFL. We had some trades coming in. We mentioned one of them already. The Eagles sent one of their 4th round picks for Robert Quinn to the Bears. That was a good move, I think. He's been having a down year, but this should motivate him. But
all we need him for is a 3rd down, like a 3rd down situation in the playoffs where we got to get to the quarterback. And if he does that once, that's why we got him. It was
perfect.
It's a 4th round. It's a 4th round pick. Bears Twitter and TikTok was going nuts, saying if you get a phone call and you see Howie Roseman on the other line, you don't fucking pick up.
It's GM of the year, easily.
And 2 or 3 years ago, I was ready to kill him. And I think it's exactly what happened before we won the last Super Bowl. All of the Eagles Nation was ready to just kill Howie Roseman because he made some move that like doesn't make sense. But then he does some of these things that it's like, well, hell. Like I was like, what the fuck are we doing drafting Jalen Hurts in the 2nd round? I don't know if that was like a big brain Howie play, but that was just like, All right, well that worked out, I guess.
It did. It did work out. It just
And
took
then,
some time.
like, it was just a couple years of complete incompetence of drafting a combination of J.J. Arcega-Whiteside and fucking Jalen Reagor, and then it's like, oh yeah, let's draft the Alabama wide receiver, and then let's trade for one of the best wide receivers in the league. And it's like, oh, Howie must have finally stopped doing drugs for a couple of years. I don't know. I couldn't be happier. Today was great. The Steelers moved the ball a little bit on us, but it was never like close.
No,
Uh,
never. Dude, this
next
one
week,
guy on Twitter, he's just terrible. He really follows the Pirates.
mhm.
But today he tweeted, the Steelers will win 24-21 today. Defense will cause a big turnover, which will help win the game. I said, stick to baseball. Then someone replied to me. They said, he's bad at that too. And he is bad at that too. He's like,
Yeah,
all it'll take is a Rule 5 draft pick and the Pirates will make the playoffs.
Oh,
Shut
God.
the fuck up.
Sounds like a nerd. He
wants to be, but he's not.
like I couldn't even like Shane had no expectations for this game either, and even me watching like the first two touchdowns, I was like, let's go, very excited. And then I just laid down and watched the rest of it and was like, this game's never really gonna be worried about it. I had an alternate spread on the Eagles too. I took the minus 13.5.
I didn't place any bets today. I woke up too late first off, and I was like, I'll just because I lost some money last night from putting parlays on the Phillies again. I figured lightning will strike twice, right?
It's never good to bet when you're gonna be out. Never works. Because then you just start adding more to chase, and it's just not good.
But yeah, the Chiefs also, I think I like this a little bit. Chiefs trade their conditional third-round pick and a sixth-round pick for Kadarius Toney.
Very interesting.
When he's on the field, he'll be good.
But you know what's gonna happen? Like he's gonna end up being just really good for them. Somehow. It helps when you have you can't blame his performance on Daniel Jones really, because he just wasn't on the field and didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But you're gonna throw him in this offense with everyone else you got to watch, and then all of a sudden there goes Kadarius Toney for some reason. Juju finally came like alive last week for the Chiefs.
He did. He had a good game. He had a really good
game.
Him and Mecole Hardman.
I was so happy. I have him on one of my fantasy teams, and I've bet him to score every week, just waiting for it. And then finally, I'm like, thank God. He's someone I thought was going to have a real resurgence. What else happened today? Oh,
I want you to shut the fuck up about the Patriots.
Today was just full troll mode. I did actually have it on for a while.
Just out of nowhere, you just posted a video like, I think it's Zappy time. I was like, nope.
I was singing the song cause I'm zappy.
Cause I'm zappy. Yeah, the first half I was just like, let's just tank the rest of the season. And then the second half was at least encouraging. Things got it going a little bit more. You were like, what the fuck happened to the defense? And I was like, what do you mean?
Well, the first couple drives, it just seemed like they were getting shredded, and I was like, what is happening? I thought the defense was the best part of this team, and then they ended up playing very well. So
yeah, you were like, it's Zappy time, and I was like, it's 6-10.
I knew it was 6-10, but when you texted me that, I was like, oh yeah, I guess it is 6-10. I guess it's really not that bad.
Then Mac and Ramondre Stevenson came out slanging in the second half.
Why couldn't he have scored? I would have liked if he had scored. He's good though.
Stevenson's fucking awesome.
He's so good.
I'm really glad that I'm not glad that Harris got hurt, but I'm glad that Stevenson got a chance to prove himself as a single as the
Yeah.
number one option. The number one option.
He's been impressive, for sure. Even with dude, 4 touchdowns, Jalen. Oh yeah, Zach Pascal getting his first Eagles touchdown as well.
that was a good play. He was fast.
That's our. We got strong Batman, we got fast Batman, we got skinny Batman, and that's black Batman.
Is he blacker than the rest of them? Like,
I think, yeah.
Is that the only reason?
Yeah.
Black Batman.
Did you see that Jason Kelsey is wearing a Batman face mask on the sideline after we pulled the starters? Yeah. Yeah. Fucking what's his name? Gardner Minshew getting like 10 minutes of playing time. That's when you know like it's really bad in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I felt bad. I was texting Shane. I was like, you haven't seen a Steelers team this bad ever, have you? He's like, nope, not really.
That's true. Yeah, that's definitely true. Damn. It is crazy to think about it that way.
I know. Like they've always, at least under Mike Tomlin, they've never had a worse than 500 season. It's really going to happen this year. And I know exactly. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, even with the Patriots, like last year was the first year that really was just kind of bad. Or
Yeah.
I mean, 2 years ago, I should say, with Cam Newton.
Yeah.
That was just bad.
Or were you like 7 and 9?
Yeah. 7
yeah.
and 9.
It's things are. I don't understand how the Giants are still in this game right now.
I think having the Seahawks been putting up yards on them, but they just can't score.
Just can't score.
It's
and
10-7.
The Giants' defense is good. They're pretty damn good, I'll say.
They are, surprisingly.
They can't move the ball. They've only been.
Was a great pick.
I think they've only been in. It came up on the screen. I don't know if it was Seahawks territory or Seahawks like in the red zone like once this game.
Just got back in.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm a little nervous about. I didn't think at the beginning of the year I'd be nervous about playing the Giants, but I kind of am.
Yeah, when are those 2 games one of those like
it's like late
2 weeks apart kind of deals?
It's late.
Like you play them, play someone else, play them again.
Let me see. Yeah, last year it was like that too. Or maybe it was Washington I was like that with, but
I think I don't know if I like that or not, but it's not. I don't know. It's weird. I do like seeing the teams face each other.
We play them
like that.
We play them week. What? Is this 1, 2? We play them in the last week, and then we play them in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. We play them in 6 weeks.
No, it's only 5 weeks apart.
Oh, I counted this week then.
There's Phillies, the Giants, and then the Bears, Dallas, New Orleans, and then the Giants again.
And there's a possibility. There's a possibility that last game we aren't playing starters too.
This is true.
I wonder if, because man, like, there's a very real possibility of like the Eagles going 18 or 17-0. Like that sounds so cocky, but when you look at the schedule, like we play the Texans next week, then the Commanders. Which, if Heineke's playing, Heineke might fuck around and do some fuck shit. But then we have the Colts, who are just, I don't know what happened to the Colts. Packers, not good. The only other team that kind of scares me is the Titans the rest of the season. And I guess what's
the score for that game right now?
They're winning. It's like 14-3.
Nice.
Dak being back with the Cowboys playing in Dallas is tough too. That's never easy.
Yeah, the fucking Cowboys defense is so good this year.
Like Parsons is scary, but no one's. The way we beat Micah Parsons was by not doing anything to him. Like I'd never would have thought of that. Like we just didn't block him and would put someone where he was. And it was brilliant. I don't know how they'll game plan against that next time, but I mean, they just put up numbers today. It was very impressive.
So I've got my past 3 picks wrong over the past 3 weeks. You're pretty good. You only have 1 pick wrong so far.
I know. I should have just picked them to beat Arizona. I just wasn't sure. Because this was a different Arizona in my mind at that time. It was
exactly.
It was the normal Arizona that goes 8-0 the first couple weeks and then goes 0-9 the last couple.
When we were going through it the first time, you got to 3-0, and I was like, oh. And then you got to 4-0, and I was like, really? And you were like, you know what? Fuck it, let's go 5-0. Nah, let's take 4-1. Just a law of averages thing. You would think they would have lost already, but
look, we will be doubted all year, and I think people might say I haven't heard it as much, but I think there are people out there that'll definitely say we're frauds. But like the teams that, like this week, if it was close to the Steelers, I'd be like, okay, maybe. But like the teams that we're supposed to crush, we crush them. Like we kill them, like the Bills have been doing. The Bills kill, and like we play the teams that are on the schedule. I don't know what to tell you. The fact that some of them are not as good as we thought they were going to be. Sorry, like the Packers are not as good as we thought they were going to be. That might be a really easy win because our defense, our secondary is amazing, and they have no wide receivers.
Yeah, how about New Orleans if they keep it up at the end of the year?
That division is insane. Did you see the
Falcons
end of that
at the top?
Did you see the end of that Falcons-Panthers game?
PJ Walker, 60-yard bomb to DJ Moore to tie the game. That was insane. That was crazy.
And then he fucked it up. And then he took off his helmet, and you had a 45-yard extra point attempt.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He took off his helmet and celebrated, and he got an unsportsmanlike conduct.
That's dumb. I don't like that taking off your helmet is a penalty. Like, what?
Yeah, I don't get it either. It's just
don't.
stupid.
If you throw it, then yeah, I get that. But like, if you just take it off, that's the worst one. That's the worst fucking penalty.
An extra point, and they should have won it right there, and they didn't, and they really should have. And Atlanta coming out. What did Marcus Mariota end up having for my team? Because I had to
start starting him.
Well, no, I had to play him because Herbert was on a bye week. He only had 22 points.
What do you mean only? I would wish for that every single week.
Yeah, but
what do you mean?
He had 253 yards, 3 touchdowns, but he threw 2 interceptions. I could do without at least one of those.
There you go.
I mean, it doesn't help. John's team is just going off.
31, 11, 18, 30, 14, 42, 1.
That Saints game, I thought it was going to be like a Kamara game like last year when he was in a Christian McCaffrey! Yes!
Nice.
God, I suck. So happy.
Oh, speaking of celebrations, I liked the Cowboys celebration today. They did like a lasso and like lasso one of the teammates. Yeah, and then he got him on his back and tied him up. That was so funny.
They were hog tying people.
Yeah.
The Eagles did one. They did like a stomp the yard one. I think it was stomp the yard.
Nice. That's hilarious.
I love when they do like fun celebrations. I wish there was just like no restrictions on that.
Holy shit! Derrick Henry already has 200 yards.
I think he has 2 touchdowns, or is it just 1?
I don't know, but he's now tied for the most 200-yard games in NFL history with 6.
And he'll have a lot more than that.
I feel like he's already had 60 and not 6.
It helps when he gets to play the Texans and the Jaguars twice a year every year.
Yes.
He's just like, I don't know why they do anything besides run the ball with him when they're like by the 5-yard line. Because even like you just run it with him 4 times, it can't be stopped.
That's what they should do.
They should just use him every play. Why not? Fuck it. just let Derrick Henry be quarterback too.
He has thrown a touchdown pass before.
He has. We forgot to mention we've got some first time starts this week for a couple people. We had Malik Willis making his first start.
Yes. I was gonna mention that, yeah.
I don't think he's doing that great, but they're winning, so. And then Sam Ellinger, that name fucks me up every time.
He just had a really nice pass. A really
That
nice
game,
deep pass.
These games are so shitty.
7-6. Commanders, Colts.
I should have known too, because the first games were like high scoring, bunch of overs. I should have known. Just luckily I didn't bet any overs for this, but I should have just bet a bunch, like all the unders, because the 4:00 games I feel like just always stink.
They do. They have been stinking this year.
Like for years, I feel like they just every time it gets to 4:00, I'm like, all right, well,
I think
stuck watching these 3 shitty games.
Usually it's because it's either West Coast teams or teams that I don't give a shit about. But yeah. Last thing here. Brady and Giselle. It's official. It's no longer just a rumor. It's official.
I told Reagan the next day, I said, you should feel bad. You finalized Brady and Giselle's divorce. She was like, it was already happening. I was like, nope. I heard rumors that it was actually getting back together and everything was going good as long as they beat the Ravens on Thursday Night Football. Love is dead because of you.
Oh my God.
I don't know what to make of the Ravens anymore either. They're a weird team.
I think they're good.
I think they are too. They just need to figure out that defense. And they kind of did. But some of the other games, they keep letting people back in.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, look at... Oh. I was about to say, look at Gino go. I was going to have to write him back again.
Gino!
But Tyler Lockett dropped the ball.
I'm getting fucking crushed in fantasy.
I know. Reagan's pissed about her fantasy team, too.
69-87.
Jeez. Yeah, I think this is like the lowest scoring, the lowest scoring season in like 5 years for the NFL.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. Shane said that to me earlier.
What?
It's crazy. I know.
I wouldn't have thought that.
Oh, we had another London game this morning too.
Yeah, somehow Russ pulled it off. I don't know. I don't know what he did. Yeah, that one I straight up slept through the whole thing. I did not watch a single second of it.
I woke up and I was like, that's an easy under because they're playing at Wembley again. And it's just Russell Wilson. And the Broncos, before today, they'd only let up 7 touchdowns all year, which is insane.
Holy shit.
I know. So their defense is really good. They'd be better out there with fucking Peyton Manning's broken arm than Russell Wilson. Because at least Peyton will just throw it to someone who's open. Russ is like trying to force everything out there. They could win the Super Bowl if they had someone like that.
Yeah, that's what they were expecting when they signed him and traded for him.
Hell, they should trade Russell Wilson to you for Bailey Zappi. At least Zappi can do something.
I don't want him.
You don't want him? You don't want Danger Russ?
No.
Mr. Super Limited?
Mr. Super Stupid?
Mr. Unlimited High Knees?
What a bitch.
You see the videos of it come out after the games of him? Let him know, run pass. Let him know, sideline, run pass. Everyone's just roasting him in the comments.
I hate him.
He's awful. He's the worst. I used to not really care about Rodgers, and I used to love Russell Wilson. I fucking hate both of them now. They're just the worst.
Yeah,
So
they fucking
annoying.
blow.
Yeah, I can't wait for Rodgers to get fucking anal tonight.
By
It's
whatever new chick he has.
Yeah. There's some weird things about him and his chicks.
Oh, that's what I guess. I guess I could see this happen. And me and John were talking about it. I was like, I can't really see Brady going around and just fucking everything. But I guess Aaron Rodgers does. So,
Yeah. I don't know. Sure, he'll get back out there. Although every week his cheeks look more and more just sunken in.
yeah, John's like,
every
he either
week,
got plastic surgery or he's on meth.
every week he just looks like a skeleton up there.
Yeah, he's getting frail.
He's running around the sidelines, fucking just looking for people to yell at. To like sit there, look at the Surface, throw the Microsoft Surface, look around, find someone to yell at. You see people literally running away from him.
I think he had like what? He broke 2 or 3 of them in a game a couple weeks ago. The Surface tabs.
Like, how shitty is it? Like, yeah, Microsoft, you got to deal with the NFL and they're using all your stuff, but your stuff is just actively getting shattered and showing how terrible it is at holding up to, like, I don't know, a kid dropping it or something. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
and
they even have like the bulky like extra padding.
Yeah, you got coaches up in the box just smashing it too. Like, what? It's dumb. And you know at the facility they're all just using iPads too. They all got iPads for sure.
This is why I'm sure some people would still rather have just a paper book.
Yeah, definitely.
You can slam that shit against anything, it won't rip.
Yeah.
It won't crack.
No, it won't do anything.
But yeah.
Just get some laminated pages.
There you go. Then you're fucking set. Alrighty, RJ.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I'm getting really tired.
I know. I want to like.
On, the more tired I get.
I know. I'm ready for Sunday Night Football to watch that and just put on a movie on the side and go to sleep.
Yeah, I got to take my laundry out of the dryer and then eat some short ribs for dinner and then.
Oh baby.
Go the fuck to sleep.
Sounds yummy. All right.
It's gonna be good.
Peace out, everybody.
RJ. Peace out, everybody. Thank you all for listening. Munch, 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 munch.